Hello. Welcome to the Trackmania Driving Academy Phase 2, Event 2, I guess. We are in a tournament called Survival, where you lose health for every round you come in the bottom third, I believe. And yeah, it's a great format on some brand new tracks. The tracks will be releasing on TMX at some point when they're all ready. 5 maps, I believe, and yeah, a lot of people online. We've got 5-minute warm-up per map, and then we will be into the game. 3 health per player, and when you lose it, you are in spectator. Difficult track to figure out which way to go. This is where we've got 5 minutes of warm-up. This is Dirt D5. We have A, B, C, D, E as normal in a campaign, but we only have 4 and 5 because the first ones were made about 10 years ago. So you can go play those on TMX now if you want to. They're good tracks. I may end up getting my way through them. We'll see. I don't think I want to go before that. It doesn't really matter because I'm not playing, to be fair. I think I want to come around the outside because that sets you up nicely for that corner. But we'll see what the best players do. The guys that actually know what they're doing, rather than me. Yeah, getting a smooth up there could be tricky. So there is 4 categories. We have Dirt, RPG, Speed Tech, Tech, and Full Speed. So those are your 5 main categories of Trackmania map. Boom. And we will... yeah, give it a go. I like the format. I like commentating it. We will see who comes out on top as well. I mean, I'm 4th out of 13 players. That is slightly worrying. Oh, so is the finish right there? GPS, I guess, is that. But no, I don't think that is the finish. Fun map though. Very fun map. Enjoyment. Dirt's tricky. Dirt is definitely tricky. I have to give this one a cheeky download to play early. Actually, I got way too much Star Trek 2 to do before that. Hunting my way through that an hour at a time, and then we'll see what happens once I've hunted my way through for an hour on every stadium track. Whether I will move on and go to hunting United or whatever. I'm trying to get good at stadium specifically, but there will be these which I'm going to give my best go at getting all golds, then an hour on each track, and then see which ATs still are unclaimed by me. We'll see what happens. But there is the Star Trek 2 coming up, the end of Star Trek 2, and I could definitely improve some of those PBs on some of the other environments than stadium. Hack into them and get some points would probably be worth doing, you know, even if it's like 15 minutes a track rather than a full hour. I'd probably be able to knock some PBs out. Here we go though. into spectator mode. We will get on board with Nakane. Who are we going to see? We're going to see Shadox off the back. Remember, you've got to be at the front to... there we go, follow camera. That's the button I was missing. You've got to be off the... you got to finish first, and then you've got to be finishing a decent position. So, a lot of people bumbling around this map. Difficult to get consistent, as you could see from my practice runs. But sure, people will manage it. We do need to be looking at the back of the bunch for this group, though, because the front doesn't matter. There is also, I forgot to mention, every third round a golden health round, a golden heart round, which can get you 1 heart back. But you have to have lost it. No having more than 3 in this one. So, yeah. There will be that. Who lost hearts in that round then? We'll wait for it to reload. And the heart losers are Atomkip, Rockstar. I've got to /AFK it. Oh, let's get on with Shadox on this one, who is rushing out to the front, interestingly. Jacob losing health. That is an interesting one. Wow, only... Okay, you've got to be in the top 1/3, not the top 2/3, as I previously said. So that's quite a lot of people are going to be losing hearts pretty quick. This is going to go quick by the looks of things. Shadox off the back. So how many have we got on this? 5 players. 5 players are going to be not losing hearts. Who are the first 5? At the minute, we have our top 5 here. Jacob, Naken, and Shadox is going to be losing health. Sorry about the order. Very, very interesting how many people are losing health on this one. Dream, the admin, thank you very much for running this cup, Dream. Very, very much appreciated. If you're watching this and you've got this far in, also know that I do world record reviews for Trackmania Nations and United and Star Trek and stuff like that. Let's jump into AFK. We will spectate. Is anybody on one? Yes. So, Spiddy, let's go for them. Oh no, that's a big slide out. FST's up at the front, or A2 or JFF. I'm never quite sure what people's actual names are. Off to the side goes Dan. Jacob out front right now gets a bit of a bobble. Naken is doing well. Shadox looks in the safe position here in 4th. Should be safe. Atomkip has left the server. This is a golden heart round, remember. So the first player across the line can gain a life, but Naken hasn't lost a life yet, so will not be regaining any. And that golden heart round is gone. Nice second time there from Naken as well. Nice time. So, who is out? We have Looks Out, Spiddy, Rockstar. Amin's losing a health. Atomkip has left the server. Spiddy has also left the server. Will be losing their final life on this one. And we go down. Quite a lot of players, I would think, are going to be going out on this round. Only 3 players left with 4 full hearts, 3 full hearts, and one of them is going to lose one this round. What map have we got up next? We have RPG A5. Okay, so it's an easy RPG map. I can't join this because I have lost all my health, so we're just going to have to rely on, let's go with Naken. This should be a fairly easy to figure out RPG map. AT is only 32 seconds, 0.37. Up in the top corner. Up there. So that is not bad. Not bad. Short one. Should be interesting because this is the sort of track I want to play. RPG is so cool with how the transitions work and all of that sort of stuff. But I need easy RPGs because I'm bad at the video game. I gained some speed there, eh? Okay. How are we looking for respawnability? Okay, we're fine on respawnability. So long as... I think you're actually fine. Oh, you probably want to practice, I suppose. This is going to be tough for the players to do. You're fine on respawnability through there. Oh, no, you're not, actually. Yes, I was going to say you can take the ring checkpoint, drop to the floor, and then drive around, but you actually can't. Let's get on board with A2. Yeah, okay, yeah, so it's doable. It's definitely doable. Good track, by the looks of things. But a rough respawn, you're going to have to... Hopefully everybody fails that in this. Because it will be very rough if you don't fail. I should have turned off the input display and everything. Yeah, it'll be very rough if you don't... If you fail that first time in the event. In rounds and everything. Apologies for any yawning. It's kind of a signature thing at this point. Tough corner to take round there. That jump's nice. I like this slide. Don't know about the actual the execution, but that slide is nice. And the reuse is cool as well. Dropping down back onto this, but instead going further forwards. I'm in, just about makes it. Very nicely done. Should have enough speed to take this over. I think you do want to go wider there anyway. Like you see, I'm in, nearly not managing to make the corner. But yeah, very nicely done. Should be pretty good here. I think most players now will be able to pick this up. Let's have a look who's in and who's got health. So with 3 hearts we have Naken, A2 and Dan. Jacob, Shadox and Amin have 2. And everybody else is out. So that was a very harsh first round. To the point where I don't think we're going to make all 5 maps. I believe there's 5 maps coming through. But we will see. And I need a drink. Fresh out the fridge. Hot summer tips. Get yourself 2 water bottles. Like sports water bottles, bike water bottles, that sort of thing. Or just plastic water bottles. Fill them up. Stick one in the fridge, drink the other one. And then when you need another drink, fill it up. Swap the one for the one in the fridge. So you always are able to just pull a fresh cold bottle out of the fridge. And most of the time, you'll have drunk the first one before it goes fully cold. Before it warms up fully. And the second one, compared to like tap water, sort of room temperature tap water or whatever, it's a bit cold when it comes up. It's not super cold. And then it'll be pretty warm by the time it's fully drunk. Yeah. And you don't have the problem, like if you do the stuff with ice, and it never seems to melt as fast as you want to drink it. Oh, there is 2 finishes. Did only just notice that. One looks different, but I guess is it closer in the finish? Can I get into cam 7 very, very quickly? I can go free cam. Okay. There's some speed here. Okay, it looks like it is the same distance. Okay. We will go back into follow cam. We are on Naken, who has been at the front of this. Dan's crashed. That's big. Jacob and Amin. Amin's off the side. Jacob also off the side. Naken now right at the front. Dan hasn't finished this map yet. That could be a problem. Amin's further behind. I think that I think there might only be 2 people who survive this without losing health. Has Dan got the speed? Should do. Amin's in. Shadow is in. Dan is in. Nakin's in. Jacob's in. And Amin is in. And it's a DNF from A2. We will see who's losing health. I'm not quite sure how many people are going to. What is the cut-off at the minute? Will Amin lose health? That's the key one. Amin and Jacob I'm looking at. So I think Shadow should be fine. Round 2 in 1 second. Oop. Everybody's still alive. What if I reload it? Ah, Amin has lost health. And A2 has lost health. It's only the bottom 2, I think, that are going to be losing it. Okay. Nice moves there from Dan. Doesn't quite have the speed. Everybody else is into the finish by the looks of things. But Dan should make it. But unfortunately we'll be losing. Oh, just clips there. Not good. And DNF. Might as well. You're definitely out of it at that point. Might as well just DNF it. Some nice times coming through as well. Has the AT been beaten? AT has been beaten by Jacob, but not by anybody else. So Jacob absolutely smashing it for 32.12. It's a proper VNT, isn't it? Oh, my apologies about that. My microphone has fallen off because it's glued on. Okay. Who has what health at this point? Nobody on 3 health anymore. We have Jacob, Dan, Shadow, FST, Naken on 2 and Amin on 1. This is the golden round. Okay, Dan has fallen off. We're on A2. We should probably check out Amin. Amin has a good time, but he's in the danger zone. I think Amin might be getting knocked out on this one. Everybody else can survive the round. Who's going to come into the finish first? It is Jacob taking the win. Amin looks like not going to be their day. And by the looks of things, they will be eliminated from the tournament. It's good play. It's good play. Health left. Going into the next map. What map are we going to get? All important. Gonna be tricky if it's not your type. This is almost certainly... Oh, it's full speed. I was going to say speed tech. I was going to choose speed tech on that one. So how much health has everybody got? We have Shadow with 1. Naken with 2. A2 with 2. Dan with 2. And Jacob with 3, having picked up that last round. Let's follow Jacob on this full speed map. Who will be better on full speed is going to also be a question. Jacob making some nice moves. The pole in the Aussie equipment. Nice landing. This looks cool. What have we got? B5. So this should be pretty regular for most of the players. The question will be, is it respawnable? Because we did see a non-respawnable checkpoint in the previous event. So there is a chance that there's a non-respawnable checkpoint on the full speed maps, but hopefully not. That's going to be rough to respawn at that. This one just here that we're about to go into, that's going to be rough to respawn, but doable. You should be able to just nip below, possibly even. Okay, that's a problem. Set the volume up a little bit in game. Not much, just a smidge. Good line through here. Smooth up the top. Keep it together. You want to try and diagonal there, but not so much that you get a wobble when you land. But you do want to go diagonally so that you can get touching the ground earlier. Here it's going to be difficult to do that, and I think it's just about going straight there at the end. Let's hop on board with Shadox. Nice smooth landing, decent through there, keeps it clean, just holds straight through that bit, and then doesn't go for anything fancy on that, no wiggles or anything, which is good. Good inside, gets a little bit squiffy, but that's probably good practice. It's good practice. You don't want to be perfect every run in warm-up, because then when you actually come to the proper event, you are done for. See what Naken can pull together. A minute and a half left before we enter the proper rounds of this. 5 minutes is a fairly long warm-up time for this sort of thing, but definitely needed, especially on the RPG maps. It's good to be able to play these. This is also like a pre-release kind of thing for the maps. Last few runs for people. Naken chasing Jacob down. Go wide for a nice line through there. A little bit, possibly a speed drift in here. Don't know if anyone will go for it in the rounds, whether anyone's confident enough to do that. It does look like a speed driftable corner. I'm not massively good at full speed, so I could be very, very wrong there. Ah, this map was built by Jacob. Jacob, as far as I'm aware, has the most health. He does, yes. Picked up that bonus health in the last round of the last map. So, yeah. I don't think it's possible for Jacob to lose this, to win it on this map, though. With the number of people left and the number of people that were losing health on the last few rounds. We'll see. We will see how many people... Oh, but Jacob gets a crash. It's non-respawnable. Jacob's gone. Shadox to the front. Naken just there. A2 bouncing all over the place. Dan DNF'd. Jacob is DNF'd. And A2 can't finish. So he's also going to have to DNF and lose, guaranteed losing health. Shadox takes the win. Would have liked that to be at the end of this round where Shadox could have taken another health. But there are going to be a couple of players losing some health here. At least, well, 3 I would guess, because the cut-off point surely is above that. We will see going into the next round who has any health left. And there is your list. Jacob Naken on 2, Dan Shadox A2 on 1. It's going to be a fight at the back of the field to stay alive. I believe possibly by this yellow bar at the side on the spectator view button. We possibly have 2 players losing health in this round. Jacob out front, A2 in second. Naken comes across the line, pipped by Shadox actually. Naken pipped on the line by Shadox. And Dan is out. Naken gonna lose health, I'm pretty sure, down to 1. We will have Jacob on 2, JFF on A2 on 1, Shadox, Naken on 1, and Dan is out. Nice grass mod. Shame it's AI. It's a terrible shame. Dan has indeed been eliminated. Here we go. All eyes on Shadox. Jacob could win this for sure. And taking 3 health into the next map. Shadox going to touch and not going to be able to have the speed for this next section. Shadox full respawn because there's nothing you can do. Hasn't DNF'd. How did he manage to respawn there? Does now DNF though. Shadox is out. Who was that just went? That was Jacob that just went. Jacob not going to be taking 3 health into the next one. JFF going to be taking 2. And I think possibly Jacob losing health. On this one as well. I'm not sure how many people will, whether it's only going to be the last player that's losing health on this. But that was the final round, so JFF goes up to 2 health. We will have, I think, looking at this yellow bar on the side, I think we're going to have Naken on 1, Shadox is out, A2 and Jacob on 2 going into the next map. We'll have a look. And what map will we get? I'd assume the RPG. Wait, no, we've had loads. I'm going to say RPG. No, probably not. Oh no, we've had RPG. Speed Tech. Speed Tech! Speed Tech E4 by Carrion. This is going to be a tough one to go with. We do indeed have A2 on 2 health, and Jacob did lose a health there. So Jacob on 1 health, Naken on 1 health, and A2 on 2. So who will take it? Ooh, that's a rough jump at the end. I think you can make it in. How's it done properly? Not quite fast enough by A2. So is there a way to go out to the side? Is that a risky fin? Effectively, or a fin if you've got enough speed. I can run through this map fast. This looks decent. This looks like a run that can take us smooth into that finish. Very fast full speed. I expect a Carrion world record on this. This map's been uploaded. It has a TMX ID. Hello. Ah, it's a beta area track. That's why. It's been put online as a beta track. Fair enough. That is an incorrect TMX ID though. Because the track has changed since. Or not ID. Incorrect TMX time. Okay, we're going to watch the GPS. This is carrying. Which means we should really be... oh, no, I can't change because we're in GPS. Oh, okay. Never mind. Vesk has managed to join. Hopefully we'll get nuked off the server once the round starts, otherwise that'll get very confusing. If Vesk comes in with 3 health. Tough start there. Tough start. Hop on with Vesk, see what they're doing. What up, Powley? Your map has not come up, but the tech map hasn't come up yet in this one. And I don't think we're going to get there looking at the current status. So it's going to be a rough one here. Bit of a rough one on the last map with non-respawnable tech. Sorry, non-respawnable full speed. Grr. I hope both football teams lose. Jacob hits the wall. It's going to be tough for him to bring it back. A2 up in a lead with 2 health as well. That's a very nice position to be in. Naken could push him. Jacob, there should only be 1 player losing health on this one, so Jacob could be out. Realistically, it's either Jacob or Naken. Naken crashes. Curse the commentator, but Jacob has a terrible turn through there, and Naken's going to exit this with more speed, but it looks like A2 has made a terrible mistake and now is off the back. By the looks of things, we could even end up with... Oh, Naken goes through. Is Naken just DNF'd? Or just respawned? And then this finish, I've got no idea what you meant to do, whether you just meant to go straight through there. What on earth just happened? Did Jacobs come in first somehow? Absolutely mad. Naken, I think, is out and eliminated. What a round. Incredible. Naken has indeed been eliminated. A2 with 2 health. Jacob with 1. Will we be going to a decider, or will A2 take this one here and now? No need for the extra bonus health at the end of the next round, I don't believe, because we'll either have... Oh, I was going to swap to Jacob, but Jacob has come back on the screen. A2 touches the wall on the tricky corner. There's still time for Jacob to mess this up. You really have to say that it is all about not messing it up in this, rather than a player driving faster. A2 probably best off right now just to drive the same lines they have been doing in practice. Just keep it together. Normal lines, no need to push anything. Just know that it is definitely possible for Jacob to mess this up. But he looks like he's driving it pretty well. A2, of course, still has another round in him. Big crash there. Looks like Jacob is going to make it into the finish, and does indeed. Takes the Daddy Mania #1 time. And a nice time at that. A2 going to be losing another health. Tricky finish. It is an E track, so I guess you can get away with having it. I'm not quite sure what these side finishes are. Whether they're intended to actually be used. But hey. The celebration's coming slightly too early. That's my celebrations for having an hour. Drink some water if you've been watching this. But here we go. Golden round. Doesn't even matter. It's the final round. Good luck between both of the players. We are on with Jacob. A2 gets the slightly faster start. Nice drop into the drift from both players. Jacob a little bit faster, but has to drift out and release a little bit. A2 in the lead. Looks like A2 has the faster pace, but has crashed the last couple of times. Gets a wobbly bounce. Holds it together though. It's not too bad. Just a little bit of a wobbly bounce. Jacob is out in front now. On a tear, but touches the wall. Going slow. Will A2 be able to catch this? They both slow down a lot. A2 coming in. Jacob looks to have the fastest, to be back up to full speed. Gets a wobble off of the ram. Jacob is out. A2 gets a beautiful finish. That's the first proper finish that I saw. But Jacob crashes. Can't finish even. GG. A2 takes this. What a round. What a finale. These tournaments, these survival cups have annoyingly started really chaotically and impossible to figure out what's going on, and then have ended absolutely brilliantly. We will see everybody tomorrow apparently for another one. GG and see you next time.